We getting straight to work. What? I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell. Tunnels under his house and he can't make bail. I said Diddy locked in a jail. It's the words is Diddy locked in the cell. Hey, what is up, YouTube? Check it out, man. I can see why rappers, he don't even know his own words to his own song. You got that right, because I ain't a rapper. I did everything. Anyway, hey, check this out, man. Question of the day, man. First of all, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing all good. I am happy. I'm working on a YouTube course, man, and it's coming out pretty good. I'm doing a spreadsheet. I'm like, not a spreadsheet. What you call it? What you call it when you do a slideshow? A slideshow to demonstrate some things. I never did one before. But like I said, you're never too old to learn. If you keep learning, don't let this AI stuff pass you by. Don't let this. Now everybody got a cell phone, so now you're gonna start using a cell phone. Everybody uploading in my era, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Now you about to start uploading it. Learn, always learn. Keep learning, man. That's how you grow. And so I was upstairs asking my mother real quick, man. Rich, I always tease my uncles and my aunt. My uncle and aunt. When I was a kid, I used to say he was my rich uncle. And man, I ain't hardly rich. So I put something up on Facebook, and it showed their house a little bit. The house laid out, baby. Big old house laid out. I said, this is my rich family. And long story short, she was like, don't put that up there. Take that down and all this stuff. So I took it down. No problem. I just thought it was a joke. Didn't think it was a big deal. So my question to you is, what is your definition of rich? Because everybody's definition of rich is different. And then you got the smart people. Well, this don't have nothing to do with money. Well, you're right, because I think I'm rich. In fact, I know I'm rich. I am rich. I was rich before I even got a job. I owed a lot of bills, but I was rich. So my question, the question of the day is, what is your definition of rich? When I was a kid, I'm thinking $1 million in the bank. If you have $1 million in the bank, you're rich. That's when I was a kid or growing up, all the way up to when I had a driver's license. Man, if you have $1 million, you rich. Period. That was my breaking point. I can't believe Diddy had at least $100 million and would not give that girl on that documentary, asked for $5,000, and Diddy said no. That couldn't be me. That could not be me. If I got $800 in the bank and somebody asked me for $5, I think I would have to give it to him, man. It's almost like you're not a human being if you don't, especially if it's for their kids or it's something really important they need to do. So my question again is, what is your definition of being rich? I don't even have my monitor on. I got the monitor on now, y'all. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I got a YouTube course that's coming out. If you want to be rich, if you want to change your life, stop living paycheck to paycheck. Have a little bit of money saved up, a little cushion, and you don't mind, especially if you don't mind showing your face, because I don't mind showing my ugly face. You ugly. You sure is ugly, Uncle Mike. I just think I'm normal, man. I don't think I'm fine, sexy, or ugly, or cute, or whatever the hell. Anyway, public's view on Diddy's took sharp turn. Public's view on Diddy took a sharp turn after Cassie hotel video. Ex-detective says, shoot, man, my thought was, Banfield all of a sudden my leg is acting up. Maybe I got to drink my coffee. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Don't let nobody in this world try to put you down. Don't let nobody in this world say you can't do something. And don't try to impress anyone in this world. Impress yourself, period. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. This is going to be a 2-for-1. Let's check it out.
I am guessing that Diddy's minimum security federal prison is not paying for Netflix these days, even if they call it Club Fed. And that is probably just as well. The latest true crime docuseries on the streamer is called Sean Combs' The Reckoning. And that alone should tell you it is no Valentine. It's produced by Diddy's longtime rival Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And before it even dropped, Diddy's lawyers called it a, quote, shameful hit piece and fired off a cease and desist letter, which Fetty and Netflix ignored.
Yep.
High on the list of Team Diddy's complaints are new suggestions that Diddy had a hand somehow in the murder of Tupac Shakur in 1996. And the series includes a police interview with a former gang.
Hey, cuz, this Diddy, I mean 50, 50, you done knocked it out the park, baby. He got mainstream news. Is come on, man. Us YouTubers ain't got nothing on no mainstream news. Everybody talking about this thing, man. God, everybody is talking about it, man. All right, here we go.
Diddy had a hand somehow in the murder of Tupac Shakur in 1996.
Damn.
The series includes a police interview with a former gang member, and not just any gang member, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, who says Puffy offered him $1 million to have Tupac killed. Sean Combs has always denied that. And Keefe D. himself is the only person who's ever been charged in that crime. And then there's the murder of Biggie Smalls in 1997.
Oh, my God.
Diddy's documentary claims that Biggie didn't want to make the trip to L.A., where he was ultimately murdered, but that
that's facts.
Diddy insisted that Biggie go. And after Biggie was shot, it's alleged that Diddy staged a lavish New York funeral and sent the bill to Biggie's estate.
Damn.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Sean Combs' federal murder trial just this last summer. A juror number 75 describes Diddy and Cassie Ventura, his girlfriend turned accuser, as, quote, 2 people in love. Juror number 160 says the brutal abuse caught on video was, quote, unforgivable. But, and I quote, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. And here's the real kick in the teeth for Diddy. Some of the footage that 50 Cent got his hands on apparently came from Team Diddy themselves. And how he got the footage is a complete mystery. It is taken inside a New York City hotel room.
We know how you got the footage. Money. If you shine enough money at somebody, Diddy in jail, look, he ain't gonna know you got it. We're gonna sign a DNA or what they call it, a form. I'm not gonna say nothing. Trust me, I know how to play this game. That's 50. What they call it? They sign an affidavit or what they call it? That form everybody keep talking about that don't mean nothing. I sign one and then tell on you anyway. Anyway, let's go. His
hands on apparently came from Team Diddy themselves.
Yeah.
And how he got the footage is a complete mystery. It is taken inside a New York City hotel room, the Park Hyatt hotel room that Diddy rented in the days leading up to his arrest a year ago, September. At that point, Diddy believed that he was negotiating a surrender, right? Had lots of time. As opposed to the surprise arrest that saw him hauled out of the lobby in handcuffs when he was absolutely not expecting it. But even so, you can clearly see that Diddy was feeling the heat.
Some type of way. Diddy was feeling some type of way.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
It's like 4 heavy daggers. It's 4 heavy daggers that came out of this daggone thing. This is one of them. That's coming out of Diddy's mouth.
Puffy,
that's crazy.
Puff Daddy. Diddy. Sean Combs. All of these reincarnations, all those name changes are attached to really bad deeds.
Everything in life, you're gonna have people that are bad and people that are good. You have to choose your side.
If you have seen Sean Combs' The Reckoning, you will recognize my next guest. Derek Parker is a retired New York City police detective who led an NYPD task force focusing on crime in the city's hip-hop and rap scene. He also was the officer who took Diddy into custody after that 1999 shooting with J-Lo at Club New York. Really good to have you on the show, Derek. Thank you so much for being on. I guess I have this overarching question about this documentary. I kind of listed out all the stuff, you know, that's packed into it. What? But is anything in this documentary like a real game changer?
Well, when I first saw it, I looked at the footage that was in the hotel where he was staying, how he captured the last 6 days before he was supposed to be arrested by the feds, that he went out and talked to his lawyers, he was on a bicycle, he really traveled about the city. That was a little shocking to me. That was just one thing that was shocking to me. And then there was the statement from Keffe D again that I knew about, that Keffe D said about the actual murder of Tupac that happened in Las Vegas. And then the third thing was the billing of the estate to Christopher Wallace's estate for the funeral, the billing that he had sent the bill to that for his funeral. Those things were things that stuck out to me.
So let's start at the top with the hotel video, which I did a double take because I thought, wait a minute, isn't this Fiddy's documentary? What is he doing with video from inside Diddy's hotel room, which clearly looks to be sanctioned by Diddy? It almost looks like Diddy was shooting a documentary. He thought this whole thing might go away and just wanted to have some really good content for afterwards. How the hell did this video get in the hands of 50 Cent, the arch nemesis of Diddy?
Well, I think it was delivered legally, supposedly what they're saying. I think what happened was that when he did this video in the hotel, he was probably thinking that he was going to probably be acquitted and he was going to probably get out and he could probably run back his last days that before he got arrested so he can use that for some footage later on. But it sort of backfired on him because now I don't think he wanted it to get out. And plus, he's in an appeal process right now where he's trying to get out from under this. He's still appealing his case, and this sort of brings back old memories, you know?
Let me ask you this, Derek. Somebody real close to Diddy was holding that camera because Diddy didn't have people in his inner circle, in his hotel room, saying things like this unless they were close to him. And yet, whoever owns that copyright, whoever had their hands on that video, did him dirty, you know, and gave it to his enemy. Why and how do you think that happened?
Well, I think the person that probably did the video footage wanted to get some recognition for having that type of footage. And I think, I don't know if they signed a no-compete clause or an NDA, but
NDA,
that person turned that over apparently, and it went to 50 for the documentary, which he used.
Evidently.
I can't wait for that story because right now it's a huge mystery. Fiddy ain't saying where he got it. He's not giving up, the source of who brought it to him from Diddy's circle. Right. But maybe someday it'll come out, and I'm calling you when it does. Diddy's legal team says that, quote, Netflix relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release, but Netflix says it has the necessary rights to all footage used in the project, and even offered Sean Combs an interview, which he declined. Let me move on to that other big nugget. It feels like 50 Cent, I get it, they're at war, they have been for a long time, but 50 is putting Sean Puffy Combs real close to the murders of Tupac and Biggie. Is it all smoke and bluster, or is there something there?
Okay, I worked those cases, the Tupac and the Biggie case. I mean, I remember here in New York, when Tupac got killed in Las Vegas, and I'll start there first, I did reach out to Las Vegas at the time, but they weren't really up on what was going on in the hip-hop world. When Tupac got killed, I sort of knew from my counterparts in Los Angeles at the time that we knew there was something brewing with this thing that happened with Tupac at the MGM Hotel, and that it kind of spiraled where he was later in Las Vegas and he was shot by several people that were in a car, one of them being Keefe D. In 1997, when Biggie got killed, that was another case that I worked on because we had the death threats here in New York on bomb threats at the funeral home. I had to set up a whole task force in the units to deal with that funeral while it was here in New York. I mean, going to the gravesite, the burials, the funeral, everything. So that was a big deal back then. Right now, the person or the alleged person who might have brokered the deal with Diddy about this $1 million hit on Tupac, he's deceased. So Las Vegas is going to have a very tough time putting this case together because a co-conspirator can't really give you a full idea of what's going on. You need some independent corroboration in cases like this, and that's what Vegas really needs at this time.
Let me ask you this. I get it. When you have a case that's 5 years old, it's hard to get overwhelming evidence that meets the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. When you have cases this old, no matter what Fiddy has found out and put in this documentary, do you see it at all ever possible that Diddy could be involved in a murder trial when it comes to Biggie and Tupac?
It could be possible, yes. However, like I said, they need a lot of corroboration.
Hell, anything can be possible.
It's really alleged right now as to his involvement. It's not.
My bad, John. My bad. Anything can be possible. What kind of? Oh my! I hate when people ask dumb questions. That's all.
Diddy has found out and put in this documentary. Do you see it at all ever possible that Diddy could be involved in a murder trial when it comes to Biggie and Tupac?
It could be possible, yes. However, like I said, they need a lot of corroboration to make that stick because it's really alleged right now as to his involvement. It's not anything that's substantial or concrete that he was involved. It's personally from people talking about it and saying this is what happened. You need some more information to come forward to prove that.
Well, and more than just corroboration, you know this game, officer. You know how people, the beefs that exist in this world are just epic, right? And so that has to be taken into account when you're, got people swearing in on the stand and saying things. You need the hard evidence. You need really good forensic stuff. And I wonder just how hard that could be no matter what Diddy says he knows and what's been said. I got another area I got to ask you about. The federal jurors who talked in this documentary. I wanted to get your thoughts on some of the things they said. I recapped it real quickly. I mean, you got to watch the episodes for it. But two people in love, Cassie and Diddy, are two people in love. Clearly, it didn't seem that way. Towards the end of their sordid, painful relationship. And the other one said that, it was unforgivable, but domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. That was a key defense strategy to repeat that over and over again. Couldn't extrapolate that he was violent in that hotel lobby, right? So why is it hard to believe that he's not violent inside the rooms when the testimony suggests from so many people that he was?
Well, what hurt him was that video. When that video came out about the assault on Cassie in the hotel, that sort of really changed a lot of people's opinion about him and the type of person and the violence that he committed. The two jurors that you had there, the female who grew up, said that she grew up in the industry. She knows about the music and the genre of the people that in hip hop. She's a female juror. And then you had the male juror, who was an older man who didn't really know much about hip hop, but he saw that this was like more of a love triangle. You had a male and a female that were involved in domestic violence. And it spiraled out of control where it led to other things. So you have two opinions of two different people that are giving you their perspective on what really happened and from what they hear in that hotel room and then what happened between Cassie and Diddy. I mean, that's why he got charged with just the Mann Act and not with anything with the RICO or the sex trafficking.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was popping the popcorn and watching, Fiddy's Insta feed all the way through, but this blows Fiddy's feed away, this documentary. Really good to have you on. I always like to say thank you for your service. I'm glad you're retiring in good health. We're having too many officers down these days, so appreciate you being on. Thank you so much, Derek.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now.
Dude, shout out to him, man. Shout out to both of them. But, I mean, anything's possible. Hell, she could have had something to do with the murder. That's possible. Come on, man. Check this out, man. I was on my man. God dang, I cannot believe this, man. They saying Diddy done broke the damn internet, all kinds of stuff. 50 Cent, Puffy done, I'm gone, man, and the dopest nerd. Oh my God. The dopest nerd. I'm just gonna click on that real quick.
Let me tell you something.
This is the lady right here that got shot in the face by P. Diddy years ago. She has a YouTube channel. I did an interview with her and everything. That's on the channel. And she been fighting her, Jaguar Wright, everybody else. The silence. This is amazing how silent things are. She been fighting all this time, and she don't get no big news press, get a lot of people on her side, but a lot of people are listening to her little by little. And her channel is called The Dopest Nerd. So y'all go check out her channel and everything. In fact, I should make this big so y'all can see it. That's her channel right there. It's THA. Oh, that mercy. No wonder why you ain't getting no. Never mind. The Dopest Nerd. If you're a nerd, you should spell all the words right. I'm just messing with you. She's my buddy, though, man. She's real cool. She got the dopest nerve. It should be THE because that's the way it's spelled. This is business over here. But she rocking, man. She rocking. Anyway, what was I going to do? I wanted to show y'all this one Marad. My bad, man. It ain't even coming up. Here we go. Uncle Mike gonna straight up look for it. Ha ha! Check this out, man. Diddy made shock legal moves. Emergency panic mode. Diddy ain't get. Hey, man, we're gonna do the other one also. Dang, he dropped this 57 minutes ago.
Netflix have come out to drag Diddy, and it looks like apparently Diddy didn't even pay the people who was filming this footage of him in the hotel.
No, I never thought about that. Yeah. Diddy think he's slick. Diddy is a boy. Diddy make a person work hard, and I knew somebody like that. That's why I know. Like, dude, when are you gonna pay? Man, you know what? I tell you what. Follow me over here, then I'll, and I'm gonna go get the money. And you follow me, man. You done said 10 times you was gonna pay me, man, and you haven't paid me yet. And I said, look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. This the last time. Nah, man, I'm going to. We gonna go. Just follow me. I'm going to follow you. Wherever we end up at, if you don't hand that money over into my hand, it's going to be a serious fucking problem. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not going through this no more, man. It's been weeks. That's Diddy. And then he really got the point. He finally paid me my money. I know people like that, man. So I said all that to say this. I can believe it. What I can't believe is somebody with millions and millions of dollars doing people like this. And that's how he keep control. Got everybody at his fingertips waiting to get paid. Lil Rod, the girl that was in the documentary said that she asked Diddy for $5,000. All the work and all the stuff, they in a group together. Nobody should be suffering. Here we go.
Netflix have come out to drag Diddy, and it looks like apparently Diddy didn't even pay the people who was filming this footage of him in the hotel. So therefore the clips were left there. The men were unpaid. Netflix and 50 came following. and they sold the clips and made a good amount of money. So had Diddy just paid these people their money and their worth, he wouldn't even be in this predicament. We wouldn't be watching this documentary. Hey guys, that's Murad Murali. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe and let's get into this video.
Boom! Boom!
Got him! Got him! Oh!
Yeah!
Whoa! Whoa!
How in the world? How can you say that you hired these people to film you? Footage. This happened to me at a church. It's similar to this. You got a inside man. Middleman. The church hired the man to film this documentary, right? The church paid the man to film the documentary. I'm the man with the camera and I'm filming. I ain't got my cameras down here. Anyway, I'm filming, right? But the man never paid me $100, y'all. $100. I'm out there filming. Me filming is worth about $5,000 to $1,000. Real talk. $100, he said he gonna film. Come on, man, I need you to come back out here on a Sunday. I'll pay you myself. Still haven't gotten any money. This is what happened. So if I come out with my camera and film, no transaction happened. That's what happened in this case. No transaction happened. I'm filming Diddy, and Diddy was filmed by this company, by this videographer, whoever it is. No compensation was received, period. My question is to you, who footage? Who has the rights to the footage? The footage belongs to who? That should be easy. All y'all lawyers out there. That's crazy, man. My cameras that I bought, my SIM card, my angles, I'm filming. I ain't get no money. Have a nice day. We're going to film some more, but we never got paid. Never got paid. It's their footage. I could do whatever I want with it because I never got paid. Dummy. What a dummy. Mark, you should be telling him that. Diddy, I hate to tell you this, but we don't have a leg to stand on, bruh. Period.
Just paid these people their money and their worth, he wouldn't even be in this predicament. We wouldn't be watching this documentary. Hey guys, that's Murad Murali. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe and let's get into this video. Netflix have broken their silence and they have insisted, guys, that its new documentary about Sean Diddy Combs produced by 50 Cent is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. A spokesperson for Diddy called the 4-part documentary a shameful hit piece with stolen footage. However, Netflix have responded and this is what they have stated. Claims about
stolen? How can it be stolen when it ain't yours if you ain't paid for it? Oh my God, here we go, man. Here we go.
Sean Combs, The Reckoning are false. The project has no ties to any past conversations between Sean Combs and Netflix. The footage of Diddy leading up to his indictment and arrest were legally obtained. This is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. 50 is an executive producer but does not have creative control. No one was paid to participate. So Netflix have confirmed, guys, that this footage was legally obtained. There's no loophole for Diddy to jump through to cause a ruckus because it's been revealed that Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers have sent a cease and desist, guys, to Netflix, claiming the docuseries produced by 50 is using stolen footage. But Netflix are saying, we obtained this legally, so this cease and desist is nothing but a farce. It is a fake PR move via Diddy. In a statement provided to CNN, a spokesperson for Diddy has accused Netflix of using stolen footage that was never authorized, and therefore they have filed a cease and desist. Sean was making his own documentary since he was 19. This footage was commissioned as part of it, Engelmeyer told CNN, which is, a spokesperson. We will see it tonight. Neither Netflix nor Mr. Jackson were kind enough to offer us a screener, Diddy's spokesperson stated. So Diddy's team have confirmed, guys, that they are looking at the footage themselves. They're looking at the documentary themselves. In response to CNN's request, Netflix
y'all need to look at this. My phone now. Hey, look here, Mark. Yana. Look here, Mark. You need to look at it. And you got to find something in that documentary that'll make them take that documentary down, man. We losing, dog. That's what he said in the documentary. We losing. Nah, Diddy, you lost. You lost. See, God don't like the fact that he made Biggie pay for their own funeral. God, to be more careful. I cannot believe that, man. You gonna chop. You are a snake. God dang, boy. You got to think about that, man. Think about that for the next month while you in jail. When people, I can see Diddy, people in the jail that already found God, because, they go to jail and then they find God and they, Muhammad and all that type of stuff. That's when they find the people, right? So they're going to go to his cell and say, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Did you actually make Biggie Smalls pay for his own funeral? You supposed to be his boy. You could at least, picked up the tab. Oh my God, man, that's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Person stated. Engelmeyer told CNN, which is, a spokesman.
Here we go. Wait a minute. Did I skip? Oh, man, I don't remember seeing this. I'm doing too much, y'all. I'm trying to...
Produced by 50 is using stolen footage. But Netflix are saying, we obtained this legally, so this cease and desist is nothing but a farce. It is a fake PR move via Diddy. In a statement provided to CNN, a spokesperson for Diddy has accused Netflix of using stolen footage that was never authorized, and therefore they have filed a cease and desist. Sean was making his own documentary since he was 19. This footage was commissioned as part of it, Engelmeyer told CNN, which is, a spokesperson. We will see it tonight. Neither Netflix nor Mr. Jackson were kind enough to offer us a screener, Diddy's spokesperson stated. So Diddy's team have confirmed, guys, that they are looking at the footage themselves. They're looking at the documentary themselves. In response to CNN's request, Netflix have responded and said, it came to us, we obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. We moved heaven and earth to keep the filmmaker's identity confidential. One thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself and it's been an obsession through the decades. We also reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for an interview and comment multiple times but did not hear back. As you are undoubtedly aware, Diddy has not hesitated to take legal action against media entities and others who violate his rights, and he will not hesitate to do the same with us, Netflix. As we know, he filed a $100 million defamation suit against NBC. So Diddy now is basically considering suing Netflix, taking it to that level and basically amplifying it, much like he did to NBC. Netflix have come out to say that we obtained all of this legally, so what are you even trying to say here? Diddy and this cease and desist, this shock legal move that he's basically just made in the past 24 hours is a desperate tactic to show the world, look, I'm trying to plea with you all that this is not me, this is a fake, exaggerated version of me with stolen footage of me. That is falling on deaf ears. Nobody really cares about Diddy anymore and what he thinks. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but whenever he speaks about, oh, woe is me, oh, this footage is, not real me, people don't really care. They're not listening to that side anymore because it doesn't land well after what we've seen of Diddy and Cassie in the elevator and, of course, post-criminal trial. This is why this documentary by 50 is so important. The timing is essential here because now we have so much going on with Netflix, 50, Diddy, the legal battles, but we can focus on this because we've done the criminal trial. Like, we've focused on all of that. Diddy's appeal is in 2026, but this gives us a space to really focus on the documentary for new people who don't even know Diddy, don't even know what he was accused of, to focus on this documentary. They're not convoluted by the news of a criminal trial going on. So I think it's so important when it comes to the timing of this. But this cease and desist, I'm not surprised by. The fact that Diddy's spokesperson has confirmed that they are watching this documentary, they're sitting together and they're watching it. Diddy is probably watching it at the Fort Dix, himself, is a bit of a shameful move because what can you do? They must be raging watching these scenes. And I also think that Diddy's time in prison is probably going to be pretty dangerous now because a lot of people confidently, me included, believe that he offed Tupac and Biggie. People in prison beginning to have these conversations, whispers about Diddy, are probably going to try and do something to him, you know, knowing that he probably killed not only just Tupac, but Biggie as well, because, you know, it's in the same region as where Biggie came from. Brooklyn and New Jersey are quite far, but, you know, still in the same region, you know, East Coast, West Coast, and all of that. People still live on with that and abide by it. So I think his time in prison is going to be a lot more negative from now onwards, because this documentary 50 Cent also announced today is #1 in the US. Everybody is watching it. Everybody's talking about it. Even in London, it's a big conversation. This is not what Diddy likes. It's a big hole in his PR team and game that he's been trying. This cease and desist that Diddy is throwing at 50 Cent is just him throwing money. Empty money, waste of money, falls on deaf ears. It can't do anything, because if Netflix have confirmed that they have obtained this information legally, what can a cease and desist do? What can it do, guys? It can't do anything. I really thought that we would be ending the conversation of Diddy after the criminal trial. I'm a fool, because we had Diddy breaking, you know, moving prisons to Fort Dix, then the alcohol issues, then the 3-way phone call, which was illegal, then his prison extension. Then, do you remember the conversations about him being pardoned by Trump, and then TMZ confirmed it, that it was happening later on that week, and then other sources said that it wasn't happening. Diddy was looking forward to being pardoned. All of that was happening, guys, after the trial. And I thought, okay, cool. Now, this documentary has blown all of that out of the water, and we're talking about Diddy once again. And it's all negative. It's all negative. All of this is all negative. And I fear, and I think that we will continue to be talking about Diddy in the next year, to be honest with you, especially with Keefe D's trial going on and his appeal in 2026, where Diddy is going back to trial. That is when his appeal is stated, because Diddy is seeking a fast track appeal. And of course, Diddy appeal litigation will be going back and forth all in February and March as well. So we have a lot to get into when it comes to Diddy. It really hasn't finished. So this story of the cease and desist to me is very shocking. I didn't expect Diddy to make this legal move. Why, in the moment of this PR, in this documentary where you're being dragged, would you put yourself in an opportunity to be dragged again? Why did you not even pay these filmmakers? Also, the identity of these filmmakers, Diddy knows who these people are. Diddy knows who these people are that sold the footage to Netflix, because they were there filming it with Diddy in the elevator and everything. So those men are going to be in big danger with Diddy once he gets out. Those men are definitely on his hit list. 110%. 110%. It's a big risk to say, hold on now, I'm filming this with Diddy in his moments before he was arrested. Netflix have just approached me. Do I sell this? Diddy's going to know I'm going to sell it. But you know what? I need some money because Diddy didn't even pay me. Those men are on Diddy's hit list, and I do worry for them. Their identity needs to be, you know, kept at bay for a very long time. But once he gets out of prison, I can see Diddy seeing them as the #1 people on their hit list. Desperation, guys. It's all not going well for Diddy. It really isn't. And I think it's only going to continue, to be honest with you. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and give this video a thumbs up. Who would have thunk it, guys? So much is happening in the Diddy saga, and yeah, it's just crazy. Do subscribe. Tonight, my third part review will be coming out. I'll be watching the episode. It all gets dropped everywhere internationally. Somebody was asking me if it gets dropped differently in the UK or not in the US. I'm just choosing to review episodic each episode, because a lot of you guys wanted it that way, and I'm glad, because I think, you know, I'm excited to watch the third part. Apparently, the third part is crazy, so we're going to find out, and you're going to get my raw reaction straight away afterwards. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Dang, young. Somebody come to clean your house, right? And you never pay them. They can come back and take their soap back. Oh my God. You gotta laugh at this, man, because it's a shame that somebody can get away for 30 years doing all this type of stuff, man. 112. Fabulous. You could tell, dude. Can you imagine? You know daggone well, you know cotton picking well, you done did me wrong. When we gonna party? Man, you know good and well, you done drugged me up and already partied with me, basically. And you know that I know that you know that I know. And you sitting over here acting in front of these cameras. That's why they so quiet, like they don't know what to say. Because Diddy is so crazy, they don't know what this, man, I don't play that, man. We got people. I had people like this in my life, man. I said, Slim, let me tell you something, man. You got the wrong one this time. And they sit there and look like, what do you mean? Explain to me. Like you do one wrong. Don't play that stuff with me, man. I don't play that. I don't play it. Because I believe in him. I can't fear no man. I can't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna just jump out there and disrespect people. I'm not talking about that's not what we're talking about here. That's where people get things twisted. Because I would give you a lot of room. Okay, you said you're gonna pay me here. We're gonna go here. You said you're gonna pay me tomorrow. Say you're gonna pay me next week. You gonna pay me. What you think I am, a fool? I'm just letting you know my foot is being put down. I'm gonna follow you to this little wherever you telling me to follow you to. I can't even remember. But if that money is not in my hand and you give me another excuse, I'm not going to be responsible for my actions. Did I make myself clear? I'm tired of running around here talking this bull. And you put your foot down and you tell God, say, Lord, I done spoke and you know I speaks the truth. Please, God, let this man pay me because I don't want to have to prove my point that I'm true to my word. And he paid me. Finally paid me. That's all I wanted. Anyway, man, let me get on up out of here, man. Hey, woo-wee. Yeah, it looks like 2030. I'm gonna keep saying that. 2030 is when Diddy getting out of jail, man. That's gonna be the biggest shocker, boy. It's gonna be like, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.